Okay, Nick Miller, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening. Thank you, Steve. I think I should have changed the font size on the printer. Okay, before we start with the presentation of the trophies to the Warriors Yellows under-16s, I'd just like to say a big thank you on behalf of myself and Dave to all the players for a fantastic season and for the level of commitment shown throughout the year. We've been by far the best footballing side in the league, and we've really set the standard. Had it not been for a couple of teams dropping out and points being deducted because those teams were no longer in the league, we'd have won the championship easily. So we've been strong and solid in defence, creative and dominating in midfield, and very clinical up front. You should all be proud of your efforts, because Dave and I are. Well done, boys. Okay, before we go on to handing out the trophies and the presentation, could I welcome Des Little up on stage, please? Okay, first up is a player that could be known as Mr. Versatile. Not only can he score goals, battle and create in midfield, he's now shown himself to be a cracking defender too. Matt Briley. Next is a player who's as tough as they come. A long-serving member of the team who continues to improve year on year. And apparently he still showers with his gloves on. Jack Granger. This player is one who every team could do with. His reading and understanding of the game is absolutely excellent. His turn of foot and ability to create space is great to watch, and his attitude is totally superb. Andreas Kokinu. Next up, we have a player who we regard as Captain Fantastic. A tough tackler who never gives an inch on the pitch. He leads by example and he sets the standard that everyone follows. Adam Fox. This next player is another long-serving member of the team. He's one who plays with real flair, natural ability and intelligence. He's often involved with many of the goals we score, and he's finally learning how to head a ball too. Charlie Miller. Next is a player who's given us some real stability, showing great commitment with a cracking attitude. Popular with players and supporters alike, his handling is pretty good too, especially considering he's an egg chaser. Ollie George. Next up, this player continues to improve game after game. He's great in the air, works hard for the team, and always gives 100%. And yes, you really are 6'3". Luke Atter. Next, we have a player who again has been with the team since its inception. After a year off through injury, he returned and showed he hasn't lost any of his normal game. He's still one of the toughest tacklers I've seen at any level, and he's also one of the best at winding up his opponents. Joe Gill. Another player who's been with the team since the beginning. This lad is all about touch, control and ability. He's proven himself at every level that he's played at, and we're sure he's only grown his hair so he appears taller. Sam Wells. Next up is a player who again continually shows improvement, works hard and enjoys training, and he gives his all on the pitch. Injuries this year have disrupted his season slightly, but still a great team player. Michael South. We're going to ask Adam to come and collect this trophy on the player's behalf. This next lad is a real handful for defenders to cope with. Quiet and unassuming, but as strong as a Challenger tank. His effort and commitment is always 100%, and his presence on the pitch always tests the opposition. Marshall Collingwood. Next is a player we've known for about years, but finally managed to sign him this season. Great in the air, great on the ground. He stretches his opponents to the full and has a fantastic eye for goal, as he's already proved 23 times this year. Callum Lloydell. Again, if I could ask Adam as captain to come and collect this on behalf of the player. Next is a player who joined us midway through the season, and we're so glad that he did. A larger-than-life character who plays anywhere he's asked to, and he always gives 100%. Every team should have one. Toby Keep. This next player, again, is one who's been with the team from the very beginning. A real asset to any side, with lightning fast feet and stacks of natural ability. Another versatile player, and for once, relatively unscathed this year in terms of his normal catastrophic injuries. James Starmore. This next player is part of the backbone of the team. He's always willing to stand up and be counted. He's one of the bravest players I've ever seen, ever ready to put his head in where it might hurt. Sam Stewart. Again, Adam, if I can ask you as captain to do the honours. And finally, this next player is one who always puts a smile on my face when he plays. His effort and attitude is fantastic, which matches his ability. He recently joined us after the start of the season, coming on as a second-half substitute and fired in a hat-trick in less than 20 minutes. Bernie Kirk. Thanks very much for listening.